Hi, this is LaRosha Royer from Tyler, Texas, and you're listening to the Next 15 podcast show with Trey North on Spreaker.com.
You're listening to The Next 15, a 15-minute podcast show for the binge listener, covering random topics such as relationships, current news, and everyday life issues. My name is Trey North, and for the next 15 minutes, I hope to make you laugh, educate, and inspire you. Welcome to the Next 15 podcast show. I'm your host, Trey North, and we're back again with part 2 of Why Do Men Cheat? Actually, it's going to be Why Do Women Cheat? I'm my guest co-host, Chris McAllister of Life Changers Church. Pastor Chris.
What's going on, everybody?
Yes, sir, bro. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
Happy to be back, good sir.
Man, I'm looking forward to this one.
Oh, yeah.
This is about to get gritty, bro.
It is about to get insane.
It's about to get gritty. Last week, we talked about why do men cheat, and then we had some listeners who were listening in and give their little comments. Okay. And we're going to listen to one in particular from Rod from Houston, Texas. Okay. He said something interesting that we did not cover the last time. Wow. He made a point, and I thought, man, we didn't really expound on that. Okay. So I'm going to play this clip, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to bring in 2 more guest co-hosts.
Okay, absolutely.
Right. Why do men cheat? I feel basically that most men cheat because of a lack of commitment. Now, that commitment may stem from, just feeling like they're not ready to settle down in a committed relationship. There may be a lack of insecurities on their own part, being that they maybe didn't have a good role model in terms of upright man who can love one woman and be committed in a single relationship. So I believe that that's part of it. And also I believe that communication is key as well. What I mean by that is oftentimes men don't like to communicate their feelings, and that can lead to, just feeling like maybe they're not feeling respected, or maybe they're not having some communicated their expectations when it comes to intimacy or sex, basically. So I believe that those are a couple of variables that play in factor in why men cheat.
We're back, and we just heard comments from Rod G. One thing that he said that we did not mention on the show was he said the role model. Yeah, he did. Some men may have not had a role model. Right? And how you feel about that?
And again, I feel like he's right in regards to that. A lot of men, again, from especially our generation, don't have that role model of what a real man looks like when it comes to, relationships. We got our role models from TV. We got our role models from...
Don't say it. Yeah. You going to say it?
Yeah. We got our role models from porn.
I thought you was going to say Bill Cosby.
Oh, no.
He was a good dad.
He was a good TV dad.
He wasn't until we found out that he wasn't.
No, it's like Jello pudding. But yeah, but he's absolutely right when it came when he talked about the role models. But he also said communication. Yeah, and again, guys don't talk, and sometimes that's it's the issue, because you rather walk out or you rather cheat other than communicate. You know what I mean? And so a lot of times I feel like that's really big when he said communication, because a lot of guys don't communicate and they just expect the woman to know. And so we're like, okay, well, no, you never said this is what you always liked or disliked.
Touche. Yeah, I think a lot of men do not communicate their emotions. The easy route is the infidelity. Right. You know what I mean? And Correct. So it's just the easy way out. Yeah. And it's an excuse. Mm-hmm. We talked about the self-indulgence of a man. So, yeah, I think he was spot on with that comment from a male perspective. I know coming up, we're going to have some guest co-hosts.
Yes.
Who might have something to say about that.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to bring in our guest co-hosts. We'll be right back on the next 15.
Do you love sporting that bald and bearded look? Looking for apparel to match that clean and fresh look too? Then head over to baldbeardedblessed.com and check out the hottest t-shirts for every occasion. Whether you're lounging at home, working out, or hanging out having fun with friends, nothing expresses who you are like your look. Bald, Bearded, and Blessed has the shirt you're looking for. They have a variety of styles and colors for both men and women in size ranging from small to 4XL. Get your Bald, Bearded, and Blessed apparel today at baldbeardedblessed.com and enter code the next 15 in the promo section of the cart and get 15% off your order just for being a loyal listener. Follow them at Bald Bearded Blessed on both Instagram and Facebook platforms and on Twitter at Bearded Blessed, or email them at baldbeardedblessed@gmail.com. Bald, Bearded, and Blessed is the apparel brand that expresses confidence and boldness for those who love the bald and bearded look in every facet of life.
We're back on the Next 15 podcast show. My guest co-host is Pastor Christopher McAllister of Life Changers Church in Austin, Texas. And we're also joined by Pastor Kimberly, who was with us on the very first episode of Life Changers Church. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We also have a third guest, Tiff. How you doing, Tiff? Miss
really
Tiff.
Good. I'm doing really
Glad
good.
to have you on the
Excited to be
show.
here. Thank you.
Yes. So listen, you ladies have heard the clip. What are your comments to Rod in Houston? Because I know. What are you looking like that for?
Oh, no reason.
Oh, boy. Here we go, Chris. Here we go.
And so it begins.
Go.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let me recollect my thoughts. I want to make sure I say the right thing. So make sure I got a clarification on this. So he was saying that because of not having a good role model, there's reasons why men tend to cheat, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I can somewhat, and it interacts, like it interferes with the communication, correct?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Well, lack of communication.
And that's the reason to
Expectation.
cheat. Okay. So my thought on that is, I understand the role model thing, but not all guys have role models and still turn out to be great men. Because it doesn't have to just be a specific person. You can also have role models on TV, or just reading books or other things like that too. It doesn't have to be a specific person, because a lot of people don't have people there. But as when it relates to relationship wise, when you say communication, and that's the reason why, and that's the cause of a reason why there's cheating, I have to I'm not going to say I don't agree with that fully, but I will say when I relate it back, there are people who've had bad, didn't have good role models, but they have great communication with their spouse. But I wouldn't say communication would be also an issue, because a lot of men will tell you what they want you to do.
And you just simply won't do it.
Well, no, that's a lie. If they won't do it, now on my end, I know it's a lie. But, on other women, then I don't know. Now, you got to do what you got to do to keep your man. You understand what I'm saying?
But he's saying that is one of the reasons. He didn't say that's the solid. This is just the only reason why men cheat. He's just saying, hey,
exactly.
Maybe I don't know what it is. I was raised by a single mother, and I did not have that male role model to that I could look and see, how to treat a woman. How to, you know what I'm saying? How to be faithful in a relationship.
Yeah, I could somewhat agree with that, but there are still other things out there that teaches us that, as well. It's too much out there in the world that shows other men treating women great and good. You can see it with the naked eye on the street. You can see it on TV. You see bad. You see the good. It's the choices that you make. As far as communication wise, if communication is a problem within the relationship, then definitely you probably didn't need to be together in the first place.
But yeah, I mean, but wouldn't you agree? I mean, for the role models, or this is just a reason that he's saying.
Yeah.
I mean, for the ones that aren't cheating, great. But we're saying, hey, what would cause a man to want to cheat?
Yeah.
you know, to step out. And if he has no guidance whatsoever on how to be a man, because a woman can't teach a man how to be a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so if he had,
understand that.
you know, especially it also depends on the people that he surrounds himself with. You know, like we talked about that on the last show, Pastor Chris. We said, hey, when you had your uncles that was around there, be like, just one? All you got is one? You know, now I have this, grew up around this player mentality because that's all I see and that's all I know.
Well, that's true too.
Right.
That's true too. And I don't think it's all they see and all they know. I think it's just what they want to see.
I think so too.
Because it's too much out there.
I think at the end of the day, it's a man's decision to cheat. Just like it's a woman's decision to cheat. While communication could potentially be an issue, it's his responsibility being in the relationship to bring it to his partner. Just say, hey, babe, this is what I'm feeling, and all the things that are going on, to give an opportunity to resolve that. Because there's, and I'm sure you guys would agree, there's men that are doing everything that they need to be doing in the relationship, and there's women that are doing everything. And if that other person wants to cheat, they will cheat. It's a decision. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's something that they're lacking at home.
I agree with that. But you're right. But I still feel that if there's something pushing, because again, most individuals make that decision, right, not to. But it is that one time that one thing is missing is when I can even consider the cheating. You know, we could be going great for 10, 15, 20 years, but it's that 1 year that we fall off in our communication, or that 1 year that we fall off in, you know, and that's all it takes. It's, you know, now we went 6 months without really talking to each other, and that might be the prime time that a man or woman are going through a change in their life. You know, and I don't know how to communicate that with you or to you, and so again, if I don't have that role model that would say, well, doing this transition in your life, you need to communicate. If you don't have that, then you'd be like, well, she don't get me, but you know who does? The one down the street.
Yeah,
you know,
I was just about to say that. like some men just can't talk to their spouses or their significant other because, you know, they're not in that position.
Right.
You know, so of course you got the knucklehead floozy that comes along and strokes his ego and listens because she's on the prowl too. You know what I mean? You know, so now he's listening to her, or he's falling for her. Right. And when he should have been, you know, just communicating with his spouse or his significant other.
Because that's where the commitment comes in.
Touche. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, we're going to take a break. We're going to hear, before we go on a break, we're going to hear a comment from Amber, I believe, from Tyler, Texas, on our upcoming episode, which is beginning right now. Great segue. We're going to come in, and now we're going to discuss why women cheat. So we're going to hear the excuses you guys have. Oh, yeah. Since, you know, we're married.
Here we go.
The truth.
This is Trey North with the Next 15 podcast. We'll be right back.
Women cheat for the exact same reasons that men cheat. Women want the same things the man wants. They just express their feelings differently. A lot of women cheat out of emotional needs or whatever they're needing that their partner is not giving them. Some women also cheat because they're in relationships that have expired and they continue to stay there for whatever obligations they have. So they step outside the relationship to satisfy their urges and needs at that time.
You're listening to the Next 15 podcast show with Trey North on Spreaker.com.
All right, we just heard from Amber from Tyler, Texas, with some very interesting comments. Pastor Chris, go ahead, man. I know you're itching on this one.
Man, she said relationships that have expired.
I'm like, whoa.
You know what? She's absolutely correct.
That was real talk right there.
That came from a place of reality. Been there and done that, obviously, there, lady.
Yeah. Like, I can't afford to leave you, and you can't afford to leave me.
We're just going to make it work.
But I'm going to have this ice cream on the side. Right. Wow, but that's real talk. That was interesting. And then she said something else too. Mm-hmm. She kind of took responsibility on her comments by saying, "Hey, women, don't give me that face, Pastor Kim. Women cheat for the same reason as men cheat. Now that's real
We're
talk.
from two total different planets. That's not the truth.
Oh my God!
But that's her truth. That's her opinion.
Astrologist.
Jupiter, I don't know.
You could be from Mars and
I'm
we're
from
from Venus. Okay.
Oh my God.
But I'm saying, there's in my opinion, there's no specific reason. You can't just say one reason.
Of course.
Why
There's a
people do the
broad.
things they do.
Right.
There's a plethora of reasons and situations. Everybody's situation is different. So from her perspective, not saying that has happened in her life because we don't know her story, but that could be coming from a place of experience that she has, or have witnessed.
But men and women think different ways.
Well, she said that. She said
think
that their
totally different.
emotional needs weren't met. She did say that, So
Right. I would like to hear y'all opinion, like in regards. to that.
come on. See now y'all.
I think personally, that men and women cheat for some of the same reasons, but then sometimes very different reasons. Being a woman, I can tell you women are very emotional, and if that part of it is missing, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem if the woman isn't feeling heard, if she isn't feeling appreciated, so many things that is a problem. And so if she comes to you and she talks to you about that and that need is not being met and there's no effort, then that's gonna cause a hole that if the right brother comes along and
You're telling the truth.
the Joe song? What's the Joe song? Whatever your man won't do, what is it? I'll do it for you.
All the things your man won't do.
Yeah, he comes along singing that, and she's got some gaps.
Okay, that's no different from why men cheat. The same.
That's why I
thing.
said some of the reasons are the same. Some may be
So she
different.
has a valid point then.
Yep.
Yeah. Pastor Kim, I mean.
And when I related, I may be getting a little bit deeper. From what I've known when it comes to women, probably reasons why they cheat. And this is the reason why I say men and women think totally differently. And I like the fact that you said different reasons. Because not trying to put a broad or just put like a one name tag on certain men, but I know some women, they do cheat because they men's eyes keep slipping in front of their faces. And that makes them kind of feel less valued. Everybody wants to be loved. When they know that they're loved, they know that they're valued.
True.
Because another man's eyes should not be undressing another woman or looking at. And one thing I know that's dealing with a lot of young people these days, and for some reason, this is the age of, let me just say it, looking at people's booties. For some reason, it is. It's like tight jeans. Everything has to be tight. All the clothes, everything is made. It's tight, and men's eyes are woof, 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 turning.
Okay.
So,
Okay, I get that.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. No, because I'm not going to let you two
I'm not finished.
weasel out
I'm
of
not
this
finished.
comment.
No.
Because
I'm not finished.
they turned it on the men.
No.
We did that last week. I want to know why women don't
That's
talk about
I'm not done.
Okay,
I'm
let's
not
go.
done.
Let's go.
When a woman, that's what I'm saying. When a
good.
woman sees the man giving attention to other women, or maybe a particular woman who has a great figure compared to hers, it makes her feel less than. Makes her feel devalued. It makes her feel not loved. A lot of women today don't have the self-esteem, or they don't feel like they look right. Like, Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, all that kind of stuff. That is honestly, I promise you, one of the number one reasons why women cheat, because they feel like their man don't value them, and they could be breaking their necks to do everything that they can. Maybe they can't afford the money for the surgeries and everything to look a certain way. Women, honestly, we are under a lot of pressure about how we should look. It's not about the men. The men don't have to have abs. The men don't have to have muscles. But women got to have the 24, is it 36, 24, 36? That's how women are supposed to be looking these days. You have to look like a Barbie doll to draw attention from a lot of men. You do. It does, whether you're skinny or whether, it doesn't matter. But that is one reason why I know a lot of women do cheat, because they feel like, okay, you're going to keep looking at these women. You're not going to look at me and give me any attention. I am going to go somewhere else to a man who appreciates me for who I am, for my brain, and not always my body.
So you're saying pretty much, not most women, but in your example, women cheat in that regards because of being devalued.
Yes.
Definitely. And to me, it's not about communication. I mean, it can be about communication to a certain extent, but to me, No, when it comes to on the men's side, they say that, but a lot of times the man is the head of the household. He should be communicating with his woman. You understand what I'm saying? You can talk to your woman.
Right.
You speak.
But it's
whether
a
you're
two-way-
married or whether you're not married.
But
you know,
it's a two-way
street.
Yeah.
It is a two-way street. But and the man's supposed to speak and say something and talk to the woman and say, hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. I need you to do this. I need to do that. Let's give out a list of things. But like I said, back related to that is one reason why I know that. I would say that's up in the top 3.
So you're saying it's the man's fault for your infidelity?
I honestly, because in the world there are more women than there are men.
That's not.
Yes.
I don't.
Yes.
That's
I'm telling you.
That's irrelevant.
I'm telling you that is a lot of the reason why women cheat.
But
I want to know what Tiffany thinks.
I think most women are more loyal. I think that most women have a tendency to be more loyal, and if she's stepping out, it's because she's tried a bazillion, quadrillion times to communicate how she feels, to let him know what she's lacking, and that need is not being met, and so that's what's gonna make her step out and get that need filled. And another reason why some women will cheat is to get revenge because the man has cheated.
Okay,
Yep.
that's a good
That's
one.
definitely
Okay,
that's up in the
that's a
top
good
3.
That's
I would
a good
consider
one.
that.
But I mean, because the way it sounded to me though, you threw it on the man.
I did throw it on a man.
You can't do that.
I can do that because that you said
Okay,
you
okay.
you didn't say I couldn't throw it on a man.
Okay.
You said the reason. What is the reason why women cheat?
Okay,
that is a number one reason.
Touche. But then, so when we do communicate, and we want you to have that Coke bottle, but you won't go to the gym and work out and don't get it, and I go cheat, is it justified?
So what you supposed to have a box?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm not saying y'all giving us the thing to have a Coke bottle.
No. So I get what Paschal.
No, I hear what he's saying.
I get what Cheryl's talking about. What he says. So, is it the fact that if the man does communicate, what in the sense of if a man is doing everything, but the woman still decides to cheat, what is that reason? When the man's doing everything he's supposed to do, he's communicating, he's making you try to feel valued, but still there's a reason why that one individual woman would cheat. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that reason?
That's in the top 2. I mean, in the top 3 too. She don't have the heart for him. And there's something that's not being met. She don't have the heart for the man.
And that's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear the blame game.
It's not a blame game.
No.
I'm a woman. I know.
No, I'm saying from a male's perspective, because it sounds like, oh, you putting it on us.
No.
But now when you put it in that perspective, that she doesn't have the heart,
Right.
then now I'm getting it now. But to be fair, I mean, that would be probably the same reason for a man as well. I mean, you know what I mean?
Right.
But okay, this is good. I tell you what, we're going to go to a commercial break, and then we're going to also hear some comments from another subscriber when we come back.
Have you always wanted to know what it's like in the world of sports officials? Are you interested in becoming a certified referee? Or are you already a certified referee looking to make extra money and maintain some exercise while enjoying your craft? Then consider the professionals at LRG, La Day Referee Group, specializing in training beginning and developed referees. LRG has been in business since 2013 and contracts referees for basketball and volleyball throughout the city of Houston, Texas. LRG also schedules tournaments for various organizations such as Yes Schools, KIPP Schools, and more. LRG, La Day Referee Group, professional disciplined officials striving for athletic excellence with humility and class since 2013. For more information, contact 832-622-1394 or email ladayrefereegroup@gmail.com. That's LEDAY refereegroup@gmail.com.
Hi, this is LaRosha Royer from Tyler, Texas, and you're listening to the Next 15 podcast show with Trey North on Spreaker.com.
Hi, my name is Chantel, and I'm calling from South Carolina, and I'm calling on the subject of why do women cheat. I feel that women cheat because they're not receiving the attention they crave at home, either it be physically, mentally, emotionally, or financially. And when these things aren't met, then they tend to seek it elsewhere. Now, sometimes all these things are being met and they will still cheat. And I feel that it's because it's insecurity within themselves. And some women tend to cheat because they've been cheated on. So it could be that they feel if it was done to them, then they can give it back to the spouse or the mate that they're with. So that's just my response on that.
So we're back right here on the Next 15 podcast. We heard from Chantel from South Carolina. Thank you for your comments. That was very interesting, Pastor Chris. I know y'all, all y'all looking like dogs on I Am Legend, ready for the sun to go in. I want this. I want some of this. Give me some of this. Where do I start with this one?
You start with the money.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm
with.
going with. See, we're males. We understand where it's going.
Follow the money.
She's like the financial reasons. Wow. So you're going to cheat because I don't make enough. You knew I was a trash man when you met me. You knew I buffed floors and picked up trash. Oh, now the Bentley comes around the corner and this Camry ain't good enough for you.
Right. What is, okay, so you're trying to tell me that you met me and I was mopping floors, but now that you figure out that I'm okay with mopping floors, it's a problem now? Like, don't you love me for me? Like,
oh man. I mean, but then she said something else too. She threw it on insecurity, and that could be. I mean, play devil's advocate here. That could be because of the male.
Right.
It could be, or it could be something already. Self-esteem, you know. So self-esteem. Exactly, that's what it is. Esteem of yourself. So and then I believe she said something that you commented on too. The revenge. Because because they were cheated on too. Oh yeah. So I mean, go ahead. She can't wait. Look at her.
No,
go
I
ahead.
just said cheat revenge. I mean, I'm good. You good?
No,
I'm not gonna cut you off.
No, you ain't cutting me out. Go ahead. I want to hear this.
Is that really like the cheat revenge thing?
Yeah.
Like,
especially if he's a man that's done it numerous times over and over, and she's caught him. Then she eventually might get to the point like, hey, I can do you one better. Watch.
Okay,
and women
so
can be sneaky with ours.
instead of just
just
leaving.
Yeah, instead of just leaving. That's what I'm saying.
Why did he leave?
So my thing is, if he's cheating, then and you called him, and you know that, why didn't you just roll out? Why you got to go for the revenge? Why are you still here?
Maybe because the plan isn't rolling the way she wants it to roll just yet. She's waiting. They're planning to get out.
Listen, guys, this is some knowledge.
Yep, the financial situation could be real cushy too.
Yes. So she's waiting to see probably what this other brother gonna do before she step out.
Wait. Cushy, meaning he got a little money.
Oh yeah, so it's comfortable, and she's not jumping out of that thing until her replacement is set, and he's got some things going. Some women decide based on that; they choose based on that.
Or like Pastor Kim just said, also she was like, or she's waiting on the other dude to see what comfortability he can provide.
Yep. Because a woman is more than likely not going to jump ship until she's secure about what she's jumping into.
Of course.
God.
I mean that's just like.
In other words, this is a game of chess, not checkers.
I wouldn't say. I don't know. Well, my thing is that y'all crazy.
This is like battlefield of the mind.
I mean, come on. You ain't finna quit no job till you got another one unless you just really upset and ready to go. Yep. That's the same thing with a man on some women. You know what? Okay. I'm not finna let you go just yet to probably till I have another one. I'm ready to go. But if it's that bad and I don't have nobody, I'm just finna cut you off.
Right.
Because a lot of times they know the grass ain't always greener. And I might need to stay here a little bit longer till I figure out, is this what I really want to do?
There you go.
But in the meantime, I'm just gonna have another piece of
meat on the side.
Yeah.
Every woman's not like that. Some women do.
Platter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and I would say financially, when it comes to financial wise, I do agree with y'all. If I was buffing floors or mopping floors beforehand, and then you want to go to somebody else because they got more money, I'm not going to get biblical on that or just getting, I'm going to leave that to the side. I just know that my thing is, if money is the reason why you're leaving, then you really didn't love him in the first place. Okay. Because my thing is that I don't care. I'm with you. Because my thing is you can roll out with the dude with money. And didn't we see that movie with Tyler Perry where old girl left her good man?
Yeah.
Good man, yeah.
Good man for a man with a lot of money who was positive with AIDS. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is your heart. A man who loved her. I mean, he loved her. I mean, I believe if she was paralyzed, he would have still took care of her.
Right.
So yeah, don't start. So don't start. Don't start. Don't start. So I just totally believe that. If it's a money thing, it's definitely the heart was never in it, really. But some women, I'm not gonna lie, some women, their heads do turn when they see a man with money because they wanna stop. Being a woman is very stressful. It really is. I mean, I hate to go in that kind of, but just being honest, you got your kids, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to go to work, you got to try to make sure everything is right, because the woman is a lot of time the last one to get her needs met. I mean, sometimes like even I'm not relating this to me, but I'm just saying on my end, I know how it feels to not get your needs met to the end, because you watch out for everybody. Sometimes even getting ready for church, I'll make sure everybody else is fed and everything. I'm running at the house, I get in the car, be like, I didn't even feed myself, but I'm going straight to church. Okay. So some women feel like, why do I have to work so hard to do this and do that? I already have a full-time job taking care of a family. Right. So if I can find a man who allows me to stay at home, has more money, and I can live comfortable like that, compared to a man who don't have enough money, and I have to work my bones down, or maybe I have to work 2 jobs. Some women just like that comfortability, and there are a lot of men out there, just to be real, they make it look like, hey, baby, you ain't got to work. I got this, I got that. And what woman doesn't want to stay at home? It's
called selling you a dream, or in last episode, false advertising.
True. Well, and back in the day,
or you
women
could just be a side chick.
Yeah. Back in the day, women didn't have nowhere near as many jobs to do that women have to do today. Right. And they still were able to stay at home and live comfortable with the husband. Not all of them, but now you're with a man, and they expect that you have to work and juggle everything around you and take care of family, this and that. So I will agree. Not saying I would do it. I will agree that there will be women who will leave a man for another man because of a money situation. Well, even if they do think they are in love with that, because that guy, because the girl that was on the Tyler Perry movie, she was in love with him. She left for money. Right. Yeah. But I'm sorry, Tiffany can go ahead.
Pastor Kim, you actually made me think about another reason why women may step out, because some men think that as long as they have a job and they're providing, that when they come home, hey, I'm bringing in the money. Yeah. So, there's no other need he's trying to make, because it's like, I'm bringing in the money, I'm supporting you, so you should be good with this. And they get lazy. And like you said, women wear so many hats, and or like, I need more. Yep, you're providing as well. You should be providing, but there's other needs that I have. True. So some women step out for that reason, and then you have men who think that just because they're providing, then they can come home and then you have to raise them too.
True. I hear that.
So then she feels like she's raising her kids, raising her man, and
I can agree to that part to a certain extent, but I know that my thing is, just to be honest with you, on my end, if my man is working and I don't have to work and I take care of everything at home, first of all, I'm gonna be so well in shape because I don't have to work and I take care of stuff at home. I'm gonna be so fine for him when he get home. He ain't gonna want nothing but me.
So again, it's our fault that you can't. No, let me finish. That you couldn't stay out of the Haagen-Dazs line. I'm just saying. No, it's not. You're saying that because you get to stay home, you're in shape.
No,
you get to be in shape. Your body gonna be tight.
No,
it's his fault.
No,
okay.
No,
because there are plenty of working women.
I'm not blaming that on them, because I work. Okay. I work full time and I work out. Okay. I mean, it's just that what I related back to, because we were talking about the man possibly, you're not working and the man's working full time and you're staying at home. But he could probably want to go out and do some other things or whatever, like she was saying, with somebody else. But like she was saying, that the woman, she may feel like her need is not getting met because the man may be tired, blah, 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 and she's been, doing what she has to do at home with the kids or whatever. But like I said, I was relating to work out to the fact that I'm going to have myself together, because when my man get home, hey,
But isn't
I'm ready
that like
for
kind
you.
of like a catch-22? Like this man out here working, so you can stay home. Okay, when you say me's not being mad, we talking sexually or something like that?
Well, I'm saying like I would keep my so he won't have to step out, or I won't have to step out.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm taking care of myself. I'm happy at home, taking
But
care
he's
of
at
myself.
work all day.
He's
He
at
ain't
work
got time,
all day.
He ain't got time to do what he used to do back.
Well,
in the
he
day.
don't. That's why I'm gonna help him out. Take
Okay.
care of myself and work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Oh, he gonna be happy when he get home.
You know what? That makes
It does.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Here,
The house
I
gonna
have
be
a question.
clean. Meals gonna be served.
That's that's about right. But here's the thing: like, so would a woman cheat because of physical features? Then,
With another man because of how he looks.
like say for instance, like you got a man. He's a good guy, but he don't. You know, I mean, he's a nice looking guy, but then you have AKA Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who's just my wife's face.
In other words, if Dwayne
Johnson.
Johnson,
No, but I mean, you know, like not just Dwayne Johnson, but like if another man can come along and present exactly the same thing, but looks like a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson,
Okay.
like he'll provide, he'll love you, you know, he'll do all of that, but again, they look different. Will a woman cheat? Like, will a woman cheat?
I want to work on this.
I
one. Go ahead.
think a woman is still, even if she sees something that looks better, if she loves that man, she's still going to be down for him. I mean, she has eyes. Let's be 100. She may look, but if she's in love with that man, she's still going to be down for him. I think a woman will cheat more because her physical need is not being met more so than a man looking better than a woman.
that's
She
the
has.
truth that I was trying to
Yes.
get out.
Yes.
You hear that now?
Yes,
That's where I was trying to go with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go
Oh,
ahead.
it's okay.
No, because
No.
this is knowledge, and knowledge is power.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So a man can look better than her man, but if her man is putting things down the way that it's needs to be put down, then she's not going nowhere. She's
Yes, I totally agree. I want. Go
But
ahead.
what if that man, you know, Father Time catches up with him?
Right.
Well,
You know,
And it's a young school
Yeah.
that comes along. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
There's things that can work out for that. I mean, just, you know, I understand that. But see, there's always a reason why old school is coming out. You know, we can help old school. I've seen 90-year-old man. I know. They come get the medication. They got injections now. They got not just pills. They got injections. Get a little shot.
injections.
Yes, they have injections now that you just give a little bitty tiny shot and the woman gives it to the husband. Right there, and there you go.
Instantaneous?
It don't take about 10 minutes.
Talk to you after this podcast.
It's a new prescription that they have out. Yeah. So to me, I agree with Tiffany as far as the as long as things are being taken care of at home, things should be fine. Because I will tell you honestly, and forgive me for saying this, men are way more visual than women.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
Very,
we are.
very, very
I
visual.
agree.
Yes, we
y'all are more to cheat because of how a woman looks compared to a woman
Yeah.
cheating compared to how a man looks. Any day.
I agree.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna lie. Look, I hope that Beyonce never hears this. You know,
I hope she
her,
does.
her husband.
I hope he does, too.
He's not ugly. I mean, but people honestly would think that Beyonce would be with somebody else.
So you're
Yeah,
saying
that's
mixed
true.
match.
Well, see, hey, if the man's down for you, he got everything taken care of, and he's handling it, and he's throwing it down at home. I ain't got no reason to look at you if you look like Shamar Moore
Yeah.
or Dwayne
It
The
might
Rock
have something
Johnson.
to do with it. That $1 million that they almost
well,
probably make right now too, doesn't
Well,
it?
no, but I'm just saying.
Huh?
I'm
What about
relating.
that?
But there's sexy men out there that look real fly, got $1 million
That's
too,
true.
and Beyonce could have them, but she don't want them.
Yep.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
She wants to keep her Jay-Z. She don't care.
Well, then maybe Jay-Z
Yeah.
is somebody
Oh,
rocking,
yeah.
knocking.
He's right.
yeah,
Them
he
boots.
might be. Yeah,
Maybe
Shout out to H-Town for making that song.
yeah.
Shout out to H-Town for making
I'm just saying, man.
song.
I don't care if my man, the man if I ever have or whatever, it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be a person who was based on looks, not no more, because it's a part of you growing up. Women wise, it's a part of a woman growing up to realize that a man, just because he look a certain way, I don't have time for you. I got a real man at home, because looking at you, I could see that there's other little fish out there trying to bite on you too. I ain't got time for all that foolishness. Yeah. I ain't got time to be fighting with no other women. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna keep what I got. I'm happy at home.
Come home.
Right.
Okay, check it out. We're gonna go to another break. We're gonna hear something interesting, a male's perspective of why women cheat when we come back on the next 15.
Why do women cheat? I believe most women cheat because there is an emotional need not being met. Their man or their husband may be focused on work or putting his attention to other things instead of meeting that emotional need that she has. And a lot of times it's not just about intimacy. You know, oftentimes people think, well, you know, she was cheating because, you know, her man was not taking care of his business in the bedroom. I believe it's just an unmet emotional need. So if she's not getting the attention, the intimacy, which not always means sex, not getting those needs met, then she will get that need met by another man who will eventually, fulfill that need. A lot of times it's not about just the physical, it's about the emotional, being listened to, being heard, being secure, feeling like she is important and being put first above, you know, the job, the ancillary things in life that draws his attention. So I believe that is the reason why most women cheat, is an unmet emotional need.
Okay, we're back. We just heard from Rod from Houston, Texas, Rod Garrett, a good friend of mine who always has some good advice or good feedback. I noticed you ladies was ready to bite after this, but I mean, okay, I'm all ears. I'm trying to figure it out. What do you think about that comment?
No, I totally agree. I know.
See, I love his comment.
And I'm listening to him. To hear a man say that is just, to me, amazing, because you hardly ever hear a man say that. They don't really even know that the emotional need is not being met. But I totally agree with him. Pretty much 99.9%. You're the father.
Hey, Rod.
Right. Yep.
Rod, you heard that? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what about you, Tiff?
Absolutely, completely agree. For a woman, that emotional connection is so important. Like, you could be providing and bringing things in and spoiling her to death, but if she feels no an emotional connection with you, that's major, because it's so important for a woman.
So you guys are more emotional creatures. Would that be a safe thing to say right here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, just to be honest with you, we are. I mean, we deal with way more hormones and fluctuations in life compared to men.
I'm sorry.
Let's be real.
Chris is over here just cracking up.
It was like, is that safe to say?
Oh, yeah.
I know you did look kind of scared there.
Yeah,
Trevor.
it's
you
the
did
truth.
look kind of nervous.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I didn't want to offend nobody.
Emotional,
Understood.
hormonal, it's just vary. Yeah, we have our fluctuations throughout our days, so it's the truth. Yeah.
Great comment, man.
Yeah, I mean, and what he said, of course, like, for him to understand that aspect, and Kim, you said it earlier, is that most men don't catch that until it's too late. Like, it's not the fact that they don't ever catch it, is that, again, men, for the most part, don't understand the thought process of a woman until they've been hurt enough themselves.
That's deep.
Yeah, until we figure it out, and for a man to get cheated on by the right one,
Ooh, that's deep bro.
That's when you see the change in the man, for the most part.
I agree with that.
So a lot of them are asking why.
Right.
Why are you leaving?
Right,
And a woman expresses themselves, but they be like, well, I thought I was doing everything.
Right.
But I will say, back to the role model thing, you were kind of correct. The guy was kind of correct in that aspect, because it depends on how the role model is doing. Because a role model may tell you need to work, you need to do this, you need to take care of your woman, you need to do all these things for your woman or whatever. But if you're not meeting that emotional need,
Right.
Yeah.
now I can see how that I can see why he said that. Now I understand.
Yeah,
But
he happens to be married, so
Yeah.
this cat out here taking notes.
Yeah.
Game. But that sounds like a man, and he's an upright guy. He's a Christian guy. He really walks the walk
Yeah.
and talks the
That's
talk.
awesome.
He's taking notes. He's in communication with his wife.
That's
You
good.
can tell that.
You can tell that.
Yeah, just by his responses. And hats off to you, bro, because a lot of us aren't there yet or haven't arrived there yet. So, wow. We got one more. We're going to play. It's Jacqueline from Austin, Texas. We're going to hear her comment, and then we're going to start wrapping it up. But we're going to hear her comments on why do women cheat.
Women cheat because of boredom, accessibility, and variety. If a woman's getting lack of attention and someone else is giving her attention, she'll cheat. And also, if you're bored, probably in a long-term relationship, and sometimes just for sheer fun.
Wow. Boredom and sheer fun. Go ahead, Pastor Chris.
Oh my God. The reason why I say that is because that is real.
Real.
That is real. That's what we haven't said this entire show.
I'm bored.
Wow.
Wow. So is that our fault? Well,
I don't know. The question is, I'm bored and you want to play a game, but if you can't provide the games, you know what I mean?
I work 72 hours a week to give you this. You can stay at home and work out.
The reason why you're bored is because you're lame. The things I want to do for fun, you don't want to do. No, but that's
real, bro.
That's real. Then she said variety.
Variety, yeah. Oh, can you explain?
Yeah.
Can you just give me the variety from a woman's perspective, please?
I guess I don't connect with that.
I don't either.
I don't connect with
I will
that.
connect with the boredom. And the reason why I connect with the boredom, I just have to kind of elaborate on my end from that. Like they always say, and the elderly says, keep your relationship spicy. Okay. Keep the communication going. I do agree with the communication, like Rob was saying earlier, because if you're communicating, things will work out, and it's good, effective, productive, efficient communication is going to work well. Because if I'm talking to my husband, do you want to do this? You want to do that? What else could we do? Let's go have fun. The thing is that you have to, you just have to have that good communication and be on one accord, because I'm not going to lie, me and Chris, we do a lot of stuff. We are constantly always busy. Boredom does not have time to even be on our schedule. Yeah. Whenever we're at home and we're together, we're gone. You know what I mean? We're sleeping because we're so exhausted because we work hard and work with the ministry. But as far as boredom goes on my end, I don't have time to be bored in my relationship. I don't agree as far as me and my husband goes. As far as just us, me and Chris are both always energetic. We always got something going on. We'd be like, okay, let's go do this, let's go do that.
Let's go shopping at Walmart at 4 a.m.
I have a question though.
Right?
I have a question though about that. Are you both intentional though about keeping things exciting and see? I think that's what makes a difference.
We were taught that big time. We were big time taught that.
You gotta keep it you gotta keep it up to date, as I put it that way.
Which relates back to the role model.
Right, relates back to the role model. Yeah,
your daddy.
Yeah, my pops was like, hey, you know, can't keep. He used to say, can't keep bringing the same hammer to the same nail, son. Oh God!
Hold up. How many hammers would you have? But that one.
But the thing,
there's a book.
Yeah, but but what he was saying is you can't keep doing the same thing thinking you're gonna get a different result.
Right.
You keep,
it's insanity.
Exactly. And so with that being said, it's always and not saying that you have to do something crazy. But do something different. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, spice it up.
Yeah, spice it up.
Yeah.
And it's not just talking sex. It's talking conversation.
Yeah. There you go.
It is talking okay, well, we always have this conversation at the dinner table. You know what? Let's have it on the way to wherever.
Or on a beach.
On a beach, on our way to Vegas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's that small stuff, man. One thing that I learned, and actually we learned this from Trevor. We learned, hey, you know what? Let's take a weekend and just go. Even if we don't go out of town, let's get a hotel. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get out of the house.
Yeah.
You know what I
Go
mean?
jump in the bed.
Yeah, go jump in somebody else's bed, and we ain't got to make up. There's a swimming pool. There's a jacuzzi.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Let's do something different, even if it's only for a day.
Yeah.
Let's do something different.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that, because even if it's just as small as bringing something home that you know that your fiance or your mate or your husband and wife loves, like my husband loves gummy worms, and when I bring them to him, he's just like a little kid. He's like, "Oh, thank you." You know, make things exciting. You know, do things for them that you know that they love. It don't take much a lot of times. You know,
I'm still fat.
we know we both. I'm not saying no, you're fat. I'm just saying
That's a plot.
Right.
That's a feeding this joke of
Oh,
gummy
no.
worms.
Oh,
Right.
no.
She's out here with
No.
Terry Crews.
Yeah.
they're,
know, right?
they're,
Out
they're
here with
fat-free
Dwayne
gummy
Johnson.
worms. They just got a lot of sugar in them.
She's out
Sorry,
here with
carbs.
Dwayne Judson.
Oh, whatever.
SS Middle Johnson.
Whatever. Well, he's always feeding me bad food. I try to die. You know what I mean? But yeah. And one thing I like to say is because I took about a few weeks off of work or whatever, and I enjoyed the fact that I was able to prepare food for my husband. I loved it. I loved it. I loved the fact that I was able to have food for him when he got home, plate ready, cup, ice, everything. I felt great because I could serve my man because I know I love my husband.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was great. It really was. It made me, and I did. I told him, I'm sorry. I told him, I said,
so
hey,
nice.
I wish I could do this for you every day. And I was not, honestly, I'm not like trying to be lazy because I love to work hard. I did tell him, I said, I wish I could do this for you every day because we're always on the run. We're always grabbing something. I said, I wish I can always just cook for you whenever you come home or whatever, and you just have the meal ready and just have things prepared. But I made his lunch for him one day, and I purposely made sure that I wrote him a love letter.
Yeah,
I wrote him a love letter, and I put it inside of his lunch, and I didn't say anything.
Right.
And he got to work, and probably a few hours passed, getting close to lunch. I could tell when he opened his lunch bag. It was about 11:30.
Yeah.
And he could send me a picture. These cryy eyes and took a picture of the letter because I know it's stuff like that.
sweet.
Stuff like that is more touching.
Yeah.
It
Than
is.
anything.
Well, I would admit, as for me as a man, that the little things like that
Right.
that catches
Yes.
my heart. If you can catch my heart, you'll always have my eye.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
So that's how you don't get. I relate that back. That's how you don't get bored.
Yeah.
You break your neck to do what you have to do.
I like
mean,
that.
as soon as I got done working out, I ran in the kitchen, washed my hands, got stuff together, and fixed his lunch. And then I hurry up. I said, because he's gonna leave out of here in 5 minutes. Hurry up and wrote that little note or whatever, love note, put it in the bag. There you go.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Sounds good, guys. I appreciate you guys. This was
This is nice.
This was your show, Kim. But I'm not tripping because this is note taking time for. So a lot of these guys, guys, listen. If you're listening to this podcast, share it with your friends because this is some good intel. This is stuff that we don't always get privy information to. You know what I mean? This is a great topic, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Before I leave, I got to plug you in. You guys are the pastors of Life Changers Church.
Yes, here in the great city of Austin, Texas, 15020, North I-35 Frontage Road. Again, Austin, Texas, 78727. Come see us Sunday mornings at 10:30. We would love to have you. If you really want to see change, become a life changer.
Is there a website that they can go to also?
Yes, you can go to the website at www.lifechangersaustin.com, or you can contact us on Instagram at LCC Austin, and the same for Facebook is at LCC Austin. And again, send us a message. Come see us, man, and hit us up. DM us. We'll respond.
Right.
Come talk to us. God is doing something great out there.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
you guys are great. You guys are great pastors.
Thank you.
And you're hands on with your people, and that really makes a difference.
We love them.
Yeah, you really do. I witness that, and I can see
Appreciate
the love that you have for
thank
genuine
you.
love for people that you guys have.
Awesome,
I thank y'all. Miss Tiff, I thank you too for being a
Yeah.
guest co-host
Thank you.
with us. Thank you so much for your input. I hope we all can do this again.
Yeah,
I
it was so
do.
fun.
Yeah.
It is.
was.
Hey, a big shout out to everyone. Rod from Houston, Texas. Amber from Tyler, Texas. Jacqueline from Austin. And Chantel from South Carolina. For leaving your comments. Those were awesome comments. That was great feedback from you all. We thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber and listener. And guess what, guys? I guess we'll just see y'all on the next 15.
All right.